Hi everyone. Today the video is from the Applied Mathematics Grade 12 CBSE, and the entire chapter, that is chapter number 1, is being explained step-by-step solutions. Now this is exercise 1.2. For more details for exercise 1.1, the video is already uploaded. So let's understand the problems related to mixture and alligation. Now, chapter number 1 is about numbers, quantification, and numerical applications. Let's see question number 1. In what ratio must a grocer mix two varieties of rice costing rupees 150 and rupees 200 per kg respectively so as to get a mixture worth rupees 165 per kg? Now, to understand this, children, it's very important you need to write it down what is given. Now, the cost price of first variety is 150 per kg. Cost price of second variety is given, which is 200 per kg. And mean price of mixture is 165 rupees per kg. What is the rule of alligation? Again, I want to remind that the formula video is being uploaded. You can refer, jot down all the formulas, and that will help you to understand these questions pretty well. So first thing what you understand in this, difference between the higher price and the mean price. So what is the higher price here? If I'll quickly mark it, you will understand. Higher price is 200 per kg and then 150 is the other price. But as to get a mixture which is worth rupees 165 per kg. So that means difference between the higher price and the mean price. So that is 200 minus 165 will give you rupees 35. Now you have to take the difference between the mean price and the lower price. So you get 165 minus 150, that is 15. So you will get the required ratio. Please understand, to find the required ratio, these are certain rule of alligation which you have to implement. So after simplifying it, now when I say simplifying, that means you need to reduce it into lowest term. So you will get your final answer as 7:3. Now let's see question number 2. The cost of mangoes of type A is rupees 140 per kg and the cost of mangoes of type B is 170 rupees per kg. If both the mangoes are mixed in the ratio 2:3, then find the price per kg of mixed variety of mangoes. So again, you need to write it down what is given in the question. So price of type A mangoes is 140 rupees per kg. Price of type B mangoes is 170 rupees per kg. The ratio is also mentioned 2:3. So using the weighted average, how we do have to find the average? We just have to multiply 140 into 2 plus 170 into 3, which is divided by 2 plus 3. That is the sum of the ratios. So when you're going to simplify, you will get the answer 158. So this is the step you have to follow. You can pause the video, do the entire question step by step, and I'm sure that will make sense to you. Let's see question number 3. In what ratio must a retailer mix two varieties of tea worth rupees 60 per kg and rupees 65 per kg so that by selling the mixture at rupees 68.20 per kg, he gains 10%. Now here the profit, that means he gets the profit of 10%. So selling price of mixture which is given, it's rupees 68.20. Profit is 10%. So how are we going to calculate the CP, that is cost price? It is 68.20 into 100 divided by 110. Now how do we got this 110? We got it by adding 100 plus 10 because it is gain percent. So we get rupees 62 per kg. Now you need to apply the rule of alligation. So you get higher price is 65, lower price is 60, which is mentioned and given. Mean price is 62. So what are the rules you have to follow? Differences, 65 minus 62, 62 minus 60. So you get 2. So what is the required ratio here now? It is 3:2. Now let's see question number 4. A shopkeeper mixes two varieties of wheat, one costing 160 per kg and the other costing rupees 200 per kg in the ratio 5:3. He sells the mixed variety at rupees 210 per kg. You have to find his profit percentage. Now the cost prices are given, that is 160 and 200. So what is the mixing ratio given? That is 5:3. So what is the average cost price we need to calculate? Again, as we have done it in the previous question. So 160 into 5 plus 200 into 3 divided by sum of the ratios. So when you will calculate and simplify, you will get rupees 165 per kg. So selling price, now children, it is given, okay? If you see it in the question, he sells the mixed variety at rupees 210 per kg. So what is the profit here? 210 minus 175. That means selling price minus cost price will give you rupees 35. How do we calculate profit percentage? That is 35 divided by 175 into 100. So what is the profit percentage here we got? That is 20%. Also, it's a request, children, that if you can refer the formulas which are related to profit percentage and selling price and cost price. So these questions will be more clear to you. Let's see question number 5. Two liquids are mixed in the proportion 3:2 and the mixture is sold at rupees 110 per litre at a 10% profit. If first liquid costs rupees 20 more per litre than the second, then find the cost per litre of second liquid. Now the selling price of mixture is given, that is 110 per litre. What is the profit mentioned? 10%. So therefore cost price, first you need to calculate 110 into 100 divided by 110. Now again, from where did we get 110? Because it is profit of 10%, so 100 plus 10. So when you calculate, you will get cost price as rupees 100 per mixture. Now here if you see, we need to find the cost per litre. So the cost of the second liquid we are not aware of, so we can term it as, or we can take it as rupees X per litre. So the cost of the first liquid becomes X plus 20. Mixture ratio, that is given 3:2. So average cost again you need to calculate as I have taught you earlier. So 3 into X plus 20 plus 2 into X divided by sum of ratio. That is 100. Which is equal to 100. So when you simplify it, you will get answer X as 88. So what is the X here? That is the cost price of second liquid, which we have considered it as X per litre. Hope this question number 5 is clear to you. Let's see question number 7. Three varieties of rice A, B and C are in the ratio 4:1:1. The cost of rice B is rupees 82 per kg and the cost of rice C is rupees 90 per kg. If the price of the mixture is rupees 94 per kg, find the price per kg of rice A. Now we don't know the price per kg of rice A, so we take it as rupees X per kg. Ratio is already given. It is 4:1:1. So what are we going to do now? You can pause the video and even calculate, like average price will be 4 into X plus 82 plus 90, which is divided by sum of the ratios, and that is given. What is given? Price of the mixture is already given, which is equal to 94. So when you calculate, you will get the value of X. Hope previous questions were clear to you. Children, before solving the questions further, it's a request that you pause the video, write down what is given, try to solve the questions step by step, and I'm sure you will understand how to solve these type of questions. Question number 8. Two vessels A and B contain spirit and water in the ratios 7:5 and 17:7 respectively. In what ratio should the mixtures be mixed so as to obtain a new mixture containing spirit and water in the ratio 5:3? Now let's divide this, okay? Two vessels are given, A and B. Let's see what is there in vessel A. So if you understand the spirit fraction, that is given 7. divided by sum of ratio. Children, please understand we need to take one vessel at a time. So for A it is 7. So 7 divided by 12. In vessel B it is 17. So 17 divided by sum of the ratio, that is 17 upon 24. So what is the required mixture when we talk about the spirit fraction? It will be 5 divided by sum of the ratio. Again it is 5:3. So here you find in vessel A and vessel B and the required mixture, we have calculated the fraction. Now here you need to calculate how to use the rule of alligation or apply alligation. So 17 upon 24, which is your spirit fraction, minus 5 upon 8, that is your required mixture. So when you calculate, you will get here, if you see here the required ratio, 1 upon 12 is to 1 upon 24. So in question number 9, the ratio of copper to zinc are 5:2 and 3:4. How many kg of the first alloy and that of the second alloy should be melted together to obtain 28 kg of a new alloy with equal amount of copper and zinc? Now this type of question, we just need to break it into two parts. First alloy, if you see, copper fraction is 5 upon 7. So how we got 5 upon 7? 5 is copper is to zinc. So copper, we have 5. As I told you, you need to divide it by the sum of the ratio. So that is the rules when we try to solve the questions related to ratio. Second alloy is what? 3:4. So the copper fraction will be 3 upon 7. So required alloy has equal copper and zinc. Therefore, copper fraction will be half. Now you might wonder how we got this 1 upon 2. Just for your detailed explanation, if copper and zinc are equal, then the whole alloy is divided into two equal parts. So one part is copper, one part is zinc. So total parts become 1 plus 1, which is 2. Therefore, fraction of copper will be copper divided by total alloy, which is 1 upon 2. Further, you need to apply the rule of alligation, that is 5 upon 7 minus half. This is again your total copper fraction. So 5 upon 7 minus half, when you calculate, you will get the answer 3 upon 14. Likewise, further, when you will solve it, you will get required ratio as 3:1. So total alloy now which is mentioned here, it is 28 kg. First alloy. So now here if you see the first alloy, when we talk about that is 3 upon 4 into 28, where you will get 21 kg. Second alloy 1 upon 4 into 28, that is 7 kg. Let's understand question number 10. A can contains a mixture of two liquids A and B in the ratio 7:5. When 9 liters of mixture is drawn off and the can is filled with liquid B, the ratio of A and B becomes 7:9. How many liters of liquid A was contained in the can initially? Now, initial ratio, if you see here, is to B, that is 7:5. So we don't know the total quantity, so we term it as 12x liters. Now 12x liters when we talk about, so quantity of A, that means we need to take it in the variable form. So we have divided it. So quantity of A will be 7x, quantity of B will be 5x. Now let's read the other part of the question. When 9 liters of mixture is drawn off, that means when 9 liters are removed. So amount of A which is removed, that is 7 upon 12 into 9. Which is equal to 21 upon 4 liters. Amount of B which is removed, that is 5 upon 12 into 9, that is 15 upon 4 liters. So remaining A, what you have to do, we have taken quantity of A as 7x liters. So 7x minus 21 upon 4, and remaining B will be 5x minus 15 upon 4. So now 9 liters of B is added. Children, you need to understand one thing, that when you are solving the question, you need to break it into 2 to 3 parts so that your concept is clear. Now new quantity of B will be 5x minus 15 upon 4 and plus 9y because 9 liters of B is added. And new ratio what you will get after simplifying it, this will be x as 3. So let's understand question number 11. Now a milk vendor has 2 cans of milk. The first contains 25% water and the rest milk. The second contains 50% water. How much milk should be mixed from each of the containers so as to get 12 liters of milk such that the ratio of water to milk is 3:5? Now first can, again children repeating it that you need to divide the questions into parts. Let's see, first can, the water is 25%. Milk is how much? 75%. Second can, water is how much? 50%. What is the amount of milk? That is 50%. So the required ratio of water is to milk, if you see, it is 3:5, which is given. Now, therefore, water percentage will be what? We are going to take 3 divided by sum of fractions, sum of ratios, what I have explained you. So, you will get 3 upon 8, that is 37.5%. Again, what you have to do, you need to apply the rule. So 50, what is 50 here? The percentage given minus 37.5, you will get 12.5. Likewise, 37.5 further subtracted with 25, you will get 12.5. So required ratio here is 1:1. And now the total mixture is what? 12 liters. Hence, each container contributes 12 divided by 2, which is 6 liters. Question number 12. A container contains 40 liters of milk. From this container, 4 liters of milk was taken out and replaced with water. This process is repeated 2 more times. How much milk is left in the container now? Now, what is the initial quantity of milk here? 40 liters. Each time, if you see, milk remaining fraction will be how much? Because from this container, 4 liters of milk was taken out. That means 40 minus 4 divided by the quantity of milk, that is 40. So you will get, when you need to simplify it, you will get 9 upon 10. Now, if you read the question, this process is repeated 2 more times. That means repeated 3 times. Therefore, milk left will be what? 40 into 9 upon 10, that is the remaining fraction. And when you will calculate, children, you will get 29.16 liters. I hope the questions explained, the step-by-step solution is being clear to you. Let's see question number 13. From a cask full of alcohol, 8 liters is drawn out and is filled with water. This operation is repeated 3 more times. The ratio of the quantity of alcohol now left in the cask to that of water is 16:65. How many liters of alcohol did the cask originally hold? Now again, let the original capacity of the cask be x liter. We don't know what is the original quantity, so we can consider it as x. Each time, now what is happening each time? Let's understand step by step. 8 liters are drawn out, 8 liters are removed. Then it is filled with water. Now then what happened? First 8 liters are removed, then replaced with water. This process is done a total of how many times? 3 more times. Children, if it is given 2 more times, that is 3. If it is given 3 more times, that is 4. That is 4 times. So that means 1 operation plus 3 more times. So the formula which you're going to use it, like quality of alcohol left after repeated replacement, this formula, if you see here, which as I told you students in my previous video, I've explained the formulas and the terms so that when you're solving these type of questions, it will be easy for you. So the alcohol left is x1 minus 8 upon x to the power 4. To the power 4, basically it is n, that is the amount of operation. So given ratio of alcohol is to water, which is given 16:65. So total number of ratio will be 81. 16 plus 65 is 81. Here we are going to add it. So what is the alcohol left? That is 16 divided by 81 into x. So from the equation, you just have to substitute. When you will be substituting and simplifying, you will get x as 24. Children, it's very important that you work on the calculation part because these type of questions require some of your mathematical calculations. So the final answer, that is x, will be 24. Question number 14. A bottle is full of milk. 1/3 of it is taken out and then an equal amount of water is poured into the bottle to fill it. This operation is repeated 4 times. Find the final ratio of milk and water in the bottle. Now let the total capacity of bottle is 1 liter. Now here a bottle is full of milk. So when you're talking about bottle is full of milk, so we are considering the capacity as 1 liter. So each time, now what is happening? 1/3 is taken out, 1/3 is removed. So therefore remaining milk fraction each time will be, total is 1 children. So 1 minus 1 upon 3 will give you 2 upon 3. Now again, if you read the question, this process is repeated. How many times? It's repeated 4 times. Now here they have directly given us that it is repeated 4 times. Now milk left after 4 operations, that is what? 2 upon 3 to the power 4. That is the number of operations. Children, again requesting, please refer the formulas. It is also given in your textbook and practice. So final milk quantity will be 16 upon 81. And water quantity will be remaining. So 1, that is the total number. 1 minus 16 upon 81 will give you 65 upon 81. So what is the required ratio now? Milk is to water is 16 upon 81 is to 65 upon 81. So when you calculate, you will get 16 is to 65. I hope this question is clear to you. So thanks for watching, children. So this video was from chapter number 1, exercise 1.2, chapter numbers, quantification and numerical applications, grade 12 applied mathematics. And next video will be uploaded soon from the exercise, from the same chapter, exercise 1.3. So please like, share and subscribe for more step-by-step learning videos. Thanks and God bless.